What's up, guys? Zachariah here, best-selling author and AI publishing ninja. So today I'm going to be showing you a video on how you can quickly write your outline with AI. I'll show you an original technique that a good friend of mine, Craig Hanley, taught to me, and then I will show you how I do it with AI. So it's a really simple way to get a lot of information and a lot of chapters out, and then you can kind of pare those down and get them ready for writing. So simple technique. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe below. If you want full access to the training, just comment below and I'll get you full access to the 1-hour masterclass. Hope you guys enjoy. All right. So 90% of people have writing a book on their bucket list, and less than 1% ever actually do write the book. It's like less than 0.5% ever actually write a book. Some of the main reasons people do are they have a message that they want to share, right? They want to improve someone's life, improve others' lives. They want to increase their online visibility, right? Create a constant lead source for their business. They want to become the go-to expert in their niche, or what we call a subject matter expert, right? They want to increase the perception of how people see them. They want to solidify and clarify their brand message, right? Create a large amount of content in a short amount of time. Or they want legacy, right? They want something to leave on to to their kids or grandkids or whatever that is, okay? So yeah, what I'm going to be going over today is 3 things: how to quickly and efficiently write your outline with AI. And what I'll do is I'll kind of go over an old technique, a technique we used to use, and then I'll show you how to do it with AI, right? And then I'll show you how to go from that and write a book chapter. So create an outline super quickly, and then create a chapter off of that outline in minutes. And then I'm going to show you the hack behind becoming a bestseller, okay? Any questions so far?
We're going to cover all of this in this session, is it?
I'm sorry?
I was just asking, was it possible to cover all of this in one session? Okay.
Yeah, we're going to cover this all in this session. So cool. You guys ready to dive into it? Excited? Awesome.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do it. Okay, so the kind of the old way, and I was taught this method by a good friend of mine, multi-best-selling author. His name is Craig Hanley. We call it the egg timer outline, or the 15-minute outline. And the way that we do it, and I still like to do this because it really helps you, like, I almost call it the brain dump method, because it helps you take what's inside of your head and what you want to write about and just throw it all out on paper and just get it out there. And then you can use that to, as you're working in AI and as you're working with your outline, you can use that to kind of refine what you're doing too. So I always recommend this at the beginning just to get it out there, and then we start working in AI. But if you have a timer, stopwatch on your phone, you set it for 2 minutes. And the thought behind the 2 minutes is it's giving you that time restriction, and it's almost going to help you get things out faster, okay? So set your timer for 2 minutes. You're going to write your title and your book blurb, right? What you want to write about, and there's working title. It doesn't have to be the end title that you use. Just maybe there's 4 or 5 titles you're thinking about, okay? And this is just ideas. Yeah, the other thing is, like, what do you want to be known for, and how do you currently help your clients too, is a great way to think about it, okay? If we're writing a book about that. So when you're done with that 2 minutes, the next 2 minutes, you're going to brain dump 12 to 16 topics you want to include in your book. And this doesn't have to be in order. This is just any topic, anything you want to write about, just throw it out there on paper or on Notepad or whatever you're using, your computer. The other thing to think is, like, what are the biggest problems, challenges, hurdles that your customers deal with daily? A lot of times, if you're writing a book around a business too, those are the best things to talk about, because if you're targeting a client, you're going to help them solve an issue. You want to know, like, what would be the FAQ on your website, right? The biggest challenges they deal with. That's great place to start. Yeah, and then when you answer those questions, obviously you're going to be seen as an expert. And if it's in a book and you're a bestseller, immediately shoots you to the top. And then the next 2 minutes is you're going to organize the topic. So you want to teach a specific process. And Kim, I don't know about the gardening book you did too, but I don't know if it was a specific process that you were teaching or remember what, but
It was a resource book.
okay.
So we did a process for how you choose your space for your greenhouse, a process for how you grow plants from seedlings all the way up into mature plants. But it was a reference book that had lots of different processes in it.
Cool. Very cool. Okay. So yeah, you want to teach a specific process. So this next 2 minutes, you're just going to organize those pieces. And this is, be thinking about what is the end goal or end result, the promise of the book, right? What is the promise that you want them to have, or the promise you're giving for them? And that's, you want to go from start to finish and kind of remove the fluff. Get rid of anything that doesn't get them from A to B, right? So like stepping stones for your reader. And then some notes to think about, like when you're writing a book and when you're doing this, the book isn't about you. A lot of people want to write a book that's about them and how they went through this struggle and look at me, look how great I am now, and da 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 da. And those books are the most boring and they never do well, right? People are generally selfish. They want to they want to think about them. So if you make the book about them and they're the hero of this story, right? They're the hero of this book. We like to call it the sage on the stage. You're not the sage on the stage. You're the guide on the side. You're the old wizard giving them that key that they need to, overcome the challenge, right? And the book is to motivate them to reach their goal. Also, I teach people how to write minimum viable books. Have you heard of like minimum viable products? Anyone heard about that? Like when you're launching a product, you want to just do the bare minimum of that product to get it to market, right? Beta testing, that's a thing, right? Because they want to release it to the market and they're saying, hey, it's in beta. This is the minimum viable product. We're going to refine and refine and refine. Same thing with the book. It doesn't have to be your like magnum opus. It doesn't have to be this, this shining example. We just need to get it done and out there. And a good statistic is less than 10% of people actually read past your first chapter anyway. So you're really getting that book out there to get them to see who you are, and then to get them off of your book and into your online world or whatever that is. Okay, and then the last 7 minutes of this egg timer outline, you're just going to put 1 to 4 topics in those topics that you put. Those are your chapters, right? And then you're going to put 1 to 4 topics you'll cover in each chapter. And that's it. So pretty simple, pretty easy way to just get what's in your head onto paper. And then we'll help you refine it in AI as well. Cool? Any questions so far? All right. So now I'm going to show you how to do it with AI. I'm going to be using Copy.ai today. I do use both. I teach both Jasper and Copy.ai. So I know, Kim, you have Jasper. Right? Okay. So we'll be inside of the challenge.
I have Jasper.
You have Jasper as well? Cool. So
I love Jasper.
Inside of the challenge, we'll be using both. So don't worry. This is just an easy way to do it. And Copy.ai is actually great for developing a chapter too. But I like to go back and forth as each one does different things. So inside of Copy.ai, there's a tool called the Freestyle tool. And all I'm going to do is just type in what are you looking to create? Well, a book outline with 12 chapters, excuse me. And I can write this book on anything. Do you guys have an idea that you want me to write on? I generally use keto diet, but if someone's got an idea that we want to play with, I like to do it like, even if I don't know anything about it, I want to just throw it in there. It makes it more fun for me. So if you have an idea, let me know.
Baking cakes.
Baking cakes?
Yeah.
Okay. Baking cakes. And then who is this book for? Men in their 30s? That would actually be kind of funny.
Probably women from 30 to 60, moms that would be baking cakes during the holidays.
Okay, moms, so when we're dialing in this avatar, we want to be as specific as possible. When you think about writing a book, right? It's a conversation like you're having a conversation with someone across the coffee table, right? And so, a lot of times people want to say women from 30 to 60, but I like how you went moms baking cakes during the holidays, right? With family coming over, something where it's really refined. And that just brings better results too. So let's do that. Mom's baking cakes. You said during the holidays?
And you can throw in working moms just
All right.
to imply that they don't have a lot of time to focus on it all the time.
I love it. Okay, let's go friendly. So then I'm just choosing a tone here. There's a couple different tones. Jasper has a wide variety of tones that you can use and throw in everything, but it just has a few. So we're going to go friendly. I'm just going to hit create content. Ooh, I said I kind of messed this up. Okay, let's try this again. This is a book about baking cakes. Okay, getting started. So I like this. Baking is a hobby, not a chore. So now all I'm doing is just kind of picking out what I like here.
And it gave you more than one version. So it just didn't
Yeah.
do one of them. It gave you 3 things.
Right. It gave me it gave me a lot of different versions, right? So
When you say versions, you mean like actual topics or?
Right. So different outputs from the AI. So you can see it's 1 through 7, and then it goes again 1 through 9. This book is a compilation of best recipes from our friends, family, and favorite bloggers. We've included 12 chapters in this book.
Okay, I see.
So it's including just a bunch of different outputs, right? And now all I'm going to do is just kind of pick and choose what I like. Not sure what to get your chapter for, not sure what to get your spouse. We've got ideas, okay, how to bake a cake all by yourself, even if you've never baked in your life. I kind of like these. These are fun. Baking for a crowd. This chapter shows you how. Special occasion. So this is kind of like a unique play on like different scenarios that you might be baking cake. Friends coming over, and it's throwing in like how to make your house look beautiful, shopping tips for your husband. I think that's a great start, right? Let's put this one in here because it's just
I like those topics too to add to it.
Yeah. Okay. So now we have, anything else stick out to you guys that you want to put in there? What to bake for your kids' teachers.
I like that one.
That's pretty cool.
And how to make a cake in 1 hour or less.
Where was that?
Chapter 1 in that same group. Move down.
And then get the one about how to make a cake look like Santa Claus.
Okay.
So go up, Zach, to in that section. You go back to
This section here.
Yeah, how to make a cake in 1 hour or less. Chapter 1.
Gosh, how did I miss that? Okay.
So is the idea to take the chapters and then expand on them, or rephrase the ideas that they are providing? Okay.
Absolutely. So here I'm just picking out what I want in my book, right? So there's all these cool cookies and bars. I mean, that's a great one, and I'm not going to be creating a whole book in here. I'm just giving you guys a couple different examples. So now you're going to organize, right? So I would just remove all these here. Right? Fix your chapter numbers. And then there you have a working outline. And obviously I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, you guys get it. I don't need to go through the whole thing and do that. But, right, so now you're just kind of cherry picking what you like and what you want in your book. And from there, the next step it's like breaking down and actually writing the content for that chapter. So let's pick one.